Hello, Bears fans. It's time for another edition of Roaring on the Road, where we follow your Bears in their travels away from Chocolate Town. I'm Scott Stuccio, and as you can see, we are packed up and ready to go for another trip, and this one is going to be a two-game set against the Adirondack Phantoms. Now, the team's been playing decent hockey. They're playing at about .500% over their past 10 games, but they have slipped into 10th place in the Eastern Conference, and the Bears are looking to put some distance between themselves and their longtime rivals. Hershey heads back to the quaint town of Glens Falls, New York for the start of this set of games, where just 4 weeks ago the town was being bitten by temperatures of minus 20 degrees and had dealt with a brief blizzard just prior to the Bears' arrival. Once it was game time, the action heated up quickly, though. The game would turn into a battle of goaltenders. Ohio State product Cal Heater went up against Western Michigan University product Riley Gill in the opposing creases, and neither would give up any ground through 60 minutes of play. The Phantoms got the first power play of the night in overtime and managed the win when Jason Atkison's slap shot finally got past Gill, who was outstanding in his first full American Hockey League contest. He earned the game's second star for turning aside 33 shots, but the one goal was all it took as the Phantoms claimed the win. Atkison is one of the big reasons for the Phantoms' success. While he is closing in on 200 AHL games played in Glens Falls, he is also leading the team in scoring for a third straight season. He has 3 points against the Bears in the head-to-head series. For Hershey, Michael Latta leads the way with a goal and an assist. Both shorthanded, both tallied in the first meeting of the season. Atkison's offensive production has been spectacular, but it is the Phantoms' defense that, at least earlier in the month, was carrying them a long way. Despite being tagged for 4 or more goals in 4 of their past 5 games, the club still ranks 4th in the AHL in goals against per game average of 2.51. After Friday night's game in Glens Falls, the AHL club will visit its NHL parent building and will again play host to the Chocolate and White. The Bears and Phantoms will both bus to Philadelphia and, after not much sleep, face off at 1 p.m. at Wells Fargo Center, the home of the Flyers. Adirondack has won both games against the Bears this season, and both were overtime decisions. The team also dispatched the Bears on opening night, October 5th, in a 4-3 win. The weekend wraps up on Sunday when the Bears return to the comfort of the Den to host the Norfolk Admirals. It's the first meeting between the division rivals since November 3rd, and 3 months later, the Admirals are still in the same spot, 3rd place in the division and near the middle of the Eastern Conference's top 8. Norfolk's lead over the Bears has shrunk, though, to just 2 points over the past 3 weeks, as the Bears have rattled off 10 wins in their last 13 games to really force the teams ahead of them to look in the rearview mirror. Now, don't forget about the special start times for the games this upcoming weekend. After the usual 7 o'clock matchup between the Bears and the Phantoms on Friday from Glens Falls, Saturday's rematch will be played at 1 in the afternoon from Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. That means the M&C Foreign Car Parts pregame show will begin at 12:20. After that, it'll be a Super Bowl Sunday afternoon special as your Hershey Bears host the Norfolk Admirals. That game is 2 p.m. Our pregame show is at 1:20, but great seats remain. Come out, get some tickets, and enjoy what should be a really fun atmosphere as the Bears go for 9 in a row here at Giant Center. Come out, see the boys, cheer them on to a victory before, hopefully, your favorite team wins your Super Bowl. For Roaring on the Road, I'm Scott Stuccio, and we'll talk to you this weekend from upstate New York.